Dzień dobry, agenci S.T.A.R.S się kłania i dzisiaj rozpoczynamy transmisję z gry Legendy. Gry, która zjednoczyła wszystkich pod sztandarem pogromców, a potem podzieliła ludzi. Ale powstał jej remaster, więc pora powrócić do korzeni tej pięknej, uwielbianej przez nas wszystkich serii, jaką jest Life is Strange. Pierwsze, co mi się rzuciło w oczy, to nie miałem 3 zapisów stanów gry, tylko miałem jeden, który jest, bo to jest ewidentny minus całego remastera. Nie jestem u Karlika z prostej przyczyny. Znajdują się tam fani dużej ilości Xboxa, którzy ewidentnie mnie nie tolerują. Trudno, szerzenie nienawiści jest punktem, którego wolę uniknąć, więc nawet jeśli to są żarty, to ja wolę wycofać się gdzieś w kąt i w ciszy robić sobie swój remaster. On robi teraz remaster Life is Strange Before the Storm. Ja zaczynam tak jak zaczynałem tamte, bez żadnych tam początków chronologicznych. Działamy na czystym spontanie i działamy w ten sposób. Przepiękny, sentymentalny powrót do korzeni, więc nie ma o czym mówić, jest to piękny czas dla nas. Wróciliśmy do Arcadia Bay, do Max Caulfield i zobaczmy, jak remaster wpłynął nam na to. Już wczoraj zauważyłem, że wiele obiektów, jak i postaci jest prześwietlonych, pobagowanych, ale mimo wszystko są tu i cieszą na oczy. Pytanie brzmi, jak wyglądają w remasterze jedynki? Nie wiem, bo nie grałem jeszcze. Za oknem szaleją burze i tak dalej, więc myślę, że tutaj akurat będzie to dla nas takie światełko w tunelu. Więc zaczynamy. Kolejne, co się rzuca w oczy, to epizody. Są one pokazane jak na Life is Strange Before the Storm ale bo nazywane tak samo. Czyli poczwarka, nie ma czasu, teoria chaosu, ciemnia oraz polaryzacja. Zaczynajmy więc pierwszy epizod Life is Strange. Max, jasny gwint, jak ty cudownie wyglądasz. Jezu. Nie no, remaster jest cudowny, ale też te pioruny, które biją, one są takie realne. To jest po prostu prawdziwy. Ten remaster faktycznie daje radę i nie pokazuje jakiegoś taniego, skleconego na szybko remastera, tylko faktycznie podbija tą rozdziałkę. Trochę mi postać drga, ale to jest inna sprawa. O jacie! Patrzcie, tu faktycznie widać tę wodę, która nam jest wsysana przez tornado. Co prawda to tornado dalej stoi w miejscu, ale już można mniej więcej odczuć siłę wiatru. Jak tam pioruny? O Jezu! Piękne to wszystko jest.
Come on, Max. You can make it.
To jest po prostu cudowne.
Holy shit. Whoa. That was so surreal.
Famously called film Little Pieces of Time. But he could be talking about photography, as he likely was.
Okay, I'm in class. Everything's cool. I'm okay.
From light to shadow. From color to chiaroscuro. Now, can you give me an example of a photographer who perfectly captured the human condition in black
I
and
didn't
white?
fall asleep, and that sure didn't feel like a dream.
Bueller?
Weird.
Diane Arbus.
There you go, Victoria.
Jeśli mam być szczery, Wiktoria czasami wygląda jak taki pomalowany manekin, a nie jak postać. Ja pierniczę. Tylko taki Resil, co tam u ciebie, jak życie mija? Mija mi wspaniale.
Keep that to yourself. Seriously though.
Właśnie nagrywam grę, od której zacząłem całą przygodę na YouTube, na wszystkim, tak na dobrą sprawę, remaster tego, z czego wszystko się zaczęło, więc jestem zachwycony.
I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation.
I guess it's perfect for my portfolio. And I have to get my daily selfie quota. I haven't kept up with my journal as much as I should.
Chose to capture people with the height.
If anybody else looked at this, what would they think?
O, to coś akurat nowego. Mamy zamiast od ostatniej strony, na której Max skończyła pisać, mamy od pierwszej. Jest w tym coś niezwykłego. No, także gra jest bardzo sentymentalna. Wiecie co? Poprawili te fotki, bo Max, możecie sobie porównać u kwiatka liniowego na kanale, jak wygląda tutaj Max czy Jefferson na tym wszystkim. Nie, ale Jefferson to bez porównania. Kobiet wygląda, jakby się naćpała. Z kolei Wiktoria na zdjęciu wygląda ok, ale nie, no niestety nie w przypadku jej osoby. No i mamy tutaj parę osób. Oczywiście są zdjęcia, które możemy zrobić. Nie pamiętam wszystkiego. Mamy dokumenty, szkołę. No, obramowanie zrobili nowe. Tak, to znaczy wiesz co, bo my gramy w remasterze, ale no też tak powiedziałem, że można się kłócić z faktem, czy remaster w ogóle był na miejscu. No zwłaszcza jak się patrzy na to, powiem ci, jak się ta gra zestarzała, a zestarzała się całkiem nie najgorzej, więc no niestety w tym wypadku no to jest skok na kasę, ale no jednak powrót do korzeni, nie? Gra się niby zestarzała dobrze, ale jednocześnie też potrafi robić ciekawe nowe rzeczy, przynajmniej nowo wygląda. A jest to może była.
I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift. Of course, as you all know, the photo portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
Teraz to czegokolwiek nie powiem, będzie źle.
I did know, but I kind of forgot.
You either know this or not, Max. Is there anybody here who knows their stuff?
Louis Daguerre was a French
PS5.
painter who created daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria. The Daguerrean process brought out fine detail in people's faces, making them extremely popular from the 1800s onward. The first American daguerreotype self-portrait was done by Robert Cornelius. You can find out all about him in your textbook, or even online. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Gra legenda, powrót do korzeni, ale powiem wam tak, czy remaster był, czy był potrzebny? Nie wiem, szczerze wam powiem, remaster wydaje się być zbędny, tak według mnie.
I should have known. She'll have better equipment than Blackwell.
Ale to może być tylko moje osobiste wrażenie, jako osoby, która w to już grała.
That was amazing when Mr. Jefferson took a class picture the first week. Even though I didn't want to be in the picture at all, it was fairly fucking cool to watch him at work framing us.
No ale zdjęcia nie mogli niestety powiedzieć. To znaczy trochę je poprawili, ale tak no, kurde no. Widzicie, tutaj z boku jest takie rozjaśnienie. To tak źle się prezentuje według mnie na ten wszystkim. To normalnie masakra.
Damn, they have carbon fiber tripods here.
Ale tak poza tym to grafikę trochę poprawili. Sterowanie Max też jest nieco przyjemniejsze.
Looks like somebody was already working on this. Cool.
Dobra. Kate sobie sprawdzimy później.
Now I wish I wouldn't have read this. Purge.
Karlik, czemu wiesz mój tytuł? To znaczy, wiesz co? Szczerze, wczoraj nawet nie spojrzałem na tytuł. Tak, ważne, że gierka spoko. Tak, tutaj akurat prawda. Gierka była i jest spoko. I pozostaje legendą, którą powstała. I cieszę się, że tą grę udało mi się zakończyć akurat w dniu, kiedy, no jasne, już od roku wiesz jaki tytuł jest, no. To znaczy, wiesz co, generalnie nie wiem jak jest u ciebie z tym powrotem do korzeni, ale wiesz co, myślę, że każdy, kto nagrywa Life is Strange'a, mówi o tym powrót do korzeni, ponieważ no siłą rzeczy jest to powrót do korzeni tej serii.
So cool to see Mr. Jefferson's actual published pictures. Gives me hope.
I nie da się temu zaprzeczyć niestety, jeżeli chodzi o to. Więc no jednak jest jesteśmy zdani na to, że jednak mówimy na to powrót do korzeni. Na pocieszenie mogę powiedzieć jedynie tyle, że nie każdy mój tytuł będzie z tego typu stwierdzeniem. Mam nadzieję, iż gierka przyciągnie odpowiednią widownię. Agenci, sprawa jest taka. Ja jestem pokojowo nastawiony. Więc ja też nie zamierzam się pchać. Nie zamierzam pchać kija w mrowisko, ponieważ kto oglądał do końca moją serię, to wie, dlaczego się śmieję z aparatu. No. Dobra, to okej. Ja dopiero zacząłem, więc jest spoko. Agenci, nie zamierzam pchać kija w mrowisko.
Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yes. Excuse you.
No, Victoria. Excuse us. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
I didn't have any time. Way too much homework.
Max, you're a better photographer than a liar. Now, I know it's a drag to hear some old dude lecture you, but life won't wait for you to play catch-up. You're young, the world is yours, blah, 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 right? But you do have a gift. You have the fever to take images, to frame the world only the way you envision it. Now, all you need is the courage to share your gift with others. And that's what separates the artist from the amateur.
Mam wrażenie, czy niektóre dialogi pozmieniali? Chociaż to może jest tylko moje wrażenie.
You didn't tell me how cute I looked yet.
I was about to.
I'm not paying 100.
You always
Welcome to the real world.
Just cute.
hot.
Then I might send you a special picture during class.
Because Max wants everybody to see how cute she is. She plays it so sharp.
I need a serious timeout in the bathroom. Splash water on my face and make sure I don't look like a total loser.
Niektórzy wolą zacząć przygodę Chloe, a potem dopiero Max. Ja wolę tak, jak zaczynałem całość. Sorki, agenci, no niestety to wywołuje u mnie radość, no. Co ja poradzę?
She's such a slave to Taylor and Victoria. There's Taylor, always waiting for Victoria. Ah, the science room. Here's the portal to Warren's brain. These missing persons posters are popping up everywhere.
Rachel Amber.
Watching the world from the bright side.
I shouldn't be so stingy with my blood. Alyssa is always texting, but she doesn't hang out with a lot of people.
To all of you, American girls in the movies, no one can tell.
Evan doesn't say much to me, but his photos are very cool.
Czemu mam wrażenie, że o czymś zapomniałem? Jezus Maria, wiem o czym. Jakim cudem człowiek, który pograł tą grę 20 razy, da radę da radę coś takiego przeoczyć. Oby się udało. Wiem, co przeoczyłem. Ja pierniczę. Czekam na Dying Light 2. Kupiłem już chyba miesiąc temu. To dobrze, ja też czekam na tą grę. Ja pierniczę, będę musiał zacząć wszystko od nowa. Nie! Wiecie, co się stało, że ja zwyczajnie tego... Wiecie, co się stało, że ja zwyczajnie zapomniałem o czymś? Zapomniałem pogadać z Kate. Ja pierniczę. Oby się dało to pominąć. Nie, nie da się, Zapomniałem porozmawiać z Kate. Przy samej grze będzie miało to ogromne znaczenie. A zagrywałem się w tę grę niedawno, w oryginał. Na PC-cie. Ja pierdolę. I znowu muszę to robić od początku.
Where am I? What's happening?
Ale się pewnie będzie śmiejecie już ze mnie w komentarzach na YouTube, że zapomniał pogadać z Kate. No świetna sprawa, naprawdę. Tak zachwalałem grafikę, tak się zająłem rozmowami, zachwalaniem tego, jak wyglądają nasi bohaterowie, że zapomniałem z jedną z nich pogadać. Dobra, wydłużymy to trochę, bo nie wyszło mi.
Holy shit.
No właśnie, no to lipa, od nowa. O majstko, zapomniał pogadać z główną bohaterką. Yeah. Aha, co? Aha. 3 razy oglądać, powiem wam tak. Do 3 razy sztuka. Do 3 razy sztuka, agenci. No i od nowa, bo zapomniałem języka angielskiego. Trzeba mieć niezwykłego pecha, żeby rozegrać grę w ten sposób. Że 23 minuty drążysz jedną scenę. Wychwyciłem kolejny błąd, agenci. W Life is Strange 1, jeżeli byśmy rozegrali to w ten sposób, to nie cofnęłoby nas do menu. Od danej sceny kontynuowalibyśmy grę, więc w tym wypadku gra trochę cofnęła się w rozwoju. Jest to niewielka zmiana, aczkolwiek bardzo istotna. Bo jak widzicie, teraz mam taką lipę, że muszę 3. raz pod rząd przechodzić jedną lokację, a i tak niewykluczone, że będę musiał to zrobić znowu. Dotarcie tu nie jest trudne. Teraz kwestia tego, żebyśmy mogli zadziałać w normalny sposób.
That was so surreal.
Famously called film Little Pieces of Time.
Jest! Udało się wrócić.
As he likely was.
Okay.
Na co komu cofanie czasu?
Everything's cool. I am okay.
From light
Magia
to
przerywników
shadow.
filmowych.
From color to chiaroscuro. Now, can you give me an example of a photographer who perfectly captured the human condition in
I
black and
didn't
white?
fall asleep, and that sure didn't feel like a dream.
Bueller?
Weird.
Diane Arbus.
There you go.
Look at this crap.
Dobra.
How can I show this to
Nie
Mr.
mamy na to
Jefferson?
czasu.
Because of her
I
images of
can't believe I
hopeless
still have
angels.
this pencil
I feel like
case. I should
totally
take a
haunted by
picture to
guys
prove
who
I'm still
stop
here.
abusing children.
And I haven't kept up with my journal as much as I should. If anybody else looked at this, what would they think?
Dobra, ciach. Nie tak.
And frankly, it's bullshit. Shh.
My little camera bag is battered, but still kicking.
Seriously, though, I could frame any one of you in a dark corner. And
I do
capture
love my
the
analog
moment of
camera.
desperation.
I should take a quick
And
picture
any one
now.
of you could do that to me. Isn't that too
Nie
easy?
mamy czasu, agenci, na to, żeby
I believe Max has taken
bawić
what you
się
kids
w
call
rozglądanie.
a selfie.
Czy słuchanie
A dumb
Jeffersona.
word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift. Of course, as you all know, the photo portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
Nie ma
I did
znaczenia.
know, but I kind of forgot.
You either know this or not, Max. Is there anybody here who knows their stuff?
Louis Daguerre was a French painter who created daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone.
No i wróciliśmy do punktu wyjścia, agenci.
Very good, Victoria. The Daguerrean process brought out fine detail in people's faces, making them extremely popular from the 1800s onward. The first American daguerreotype self-portrait was done by Robert Cornelius. You can find out all about him in your textbook, or even online. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella,
Rozmowy z Kate mają takie znaczenie,
don't hide.
że
Your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
to, co zrobimy, będzie miało znaczenie w drugim epizodzie największe. Oraz to, jak Kate będzie nas odbierać. Ale ładnie wymodelowali Max. To jest akurat faktem.
That was amazing when Mr. Jefferson took a class picture the first week. Damn, they have carbon fiber tripods here. The ball head even has a pan lock? Of course, Victoria has to have... I should have known. She'll have better equipment than Blackwell.
To nie ma
Even her
znaczenia.
school books are gift wrapped. I can't believe she made fun of me in class. This is definitely where cameras go to heaven. So cool to see Mr. Jefferson's actual published pictures. Gives me hope.
On a bigger road. I don't want anybody to feel excluded from this process, but I also want everybody to know that this photographic...
Kiedy wydaje ci się, że już masz wszystko zrobione w tej grze, a tymczasem okazuje się, że zrobiłeś tak banalny błąd.
I only want to share whatever.
Now I wish I wouldn't have read this. Purge. I like this panoramic view of Blackwell. Everything looks so green and serene.
Dobra. Computer.
Looks like somebody was already working on this. Cool. Obviously Blackwell spent bank on the computers here. That printer is amazing.
To było w
I
oryginale,
love
bo
to
nie
see how it
pamiętam.
reproduces my pictures. I love seeing Mr. Jefferson's awesome photos on these magazine covers. Hi, Kate.
Oh. Hi, Max.
You seem quiet today.
Just thinking too much.
I hear that. Wanna go grab a cup of tea and bitch about life?
Thanks, but not today. I have to go over homework.
No worries. Let's hang later.
Sure.
Postacie w tej grze są już ładnie zrobione. Teraz już niczego nie pominę agenci, bo już teraz nie ma czego
So cool that we
pomijać.
can check these out anytime. The Decisive Moment by Henry Cartier-Bresson. Here's the poster for the contest. Mr. Jefferson really expects me to enter. Man, he even has the best plasma HDTV for a class monitor.
Oczywiście dlaczego reaguje na tego przeklętego Jeffersona w taki, a nie inny sposób? No to jednak
Whoa, Mr. Jefferson is not messing around with that monster.
to jest jak na razie moją tajemnicą, ale myślę, że w tym wypadku no wiadomo.
Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yes. Excuse you.
No, Victoria. Excuse us. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
To nie ma
I
znaczenia.
didn't have the time. Way too
Przynajmniej na
much
tę chwilę nie ma to znaczenia.
Max, you're a better photographer than a liar. Now, I know it's a drag to hear some old dude lecture you, but life won't wait for you to play catch up. You're young, the world is yours, blah, 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 right? But you do have a gift. You have the fever to take images, to frame the world only the way you envision it. Now, all you need is the courage to share your gift with others. That's what separates the artist from the amateur.
Dobra, jedziemy z tematem. Kończymy te farce i przechodzimy przez drzwi. Dajcie spokój, żebym musiał powtarzać całą grę.
Welcome to the real world.
Hot.
Then I might send you a special picture during class.
What's the point of even because Max wants everybody to see how hip she is. What's the point?
She plays it so shy. I need a serious timeout in the bathroom. Splash water on my face and make sure I don't look like a total loser.
I hate that class. It's so fucking boring.
She's so fucking shy. She takes selfies with a giant camera.
Nadal się zastanawiam, czy stworzenie tej gry było na miejscu. Zwłaszcza za pełną cenę. Jeżeli ktoś nie kupuje tego w zestawie za 300 czy 200 zł, to tak naprawdę no to mają problemy z tym, bo muszą wydać 149 zł za grę, która nie jest tyle warta. Owszem, gra podbiła rozdziałkę i chyba ma kilka nowych scen. Ale czy aż tyle, żeby wydawać na to 149? No nie wiem. To bardziej chyba kwestia, widzi mi się, tych pazerności ze strony Square Enix, któremu skończyło się pomysły, co można zrobić.
Hello, Jack. Kiss, kiss. Andy, you look totally fabulous as usual.
No one can tell where your heart is.
Yes, this poster must stop bullies dead in their tracks.
With shiny smiles.
That's Dana talking to... I think his name is Justin.
I wish I had.
Dana is on my floor too. She's such an archetypal, gorgeous cheerleader.
Justin wyszedł im super. Dana chyba...
I shouldn't be so catty.
Nawet nie będę komentować tego, jak ona wygląda teraz. Pozwólcie, że sobie zachowam komentarz dla siebie. Stella ciężko powiedzieć, jest schylona, więc tego. O wow, Brooke, wow. Udało się im.
She seems like his type. Poor Daniel, he's so nice. I wish I could beat the shit out of Logan.
Co z Loganem?
I hate bully jockstraps like Logan. Auntie's a Vortex Club member. I wish October would last forever.
somewhere around the mountain.
They should just call
Nie
it a
odpuszczę
sugar
sobie
machine.
słuchania tej muzyki.
That would be awesome if you put money in there and a bag of sugar dropped out.
Till she got tired to complain.
Don't need a PC, missed the Poetry Jam tryouts, and I did not steal that backpack. That's so messed up. I should contact them to find out what I can do. As if I am.
To było tu?
Good thing I left my AK at home. Principal doesn't come out of his office much. Miss Grant is a great science teacher. How
Mapa.
many students ever actually memorize all this shit? I guess we all should these days.
Bez jaj, da się wyjść na
There's the
kampus.
lighthouse again. Yay, Halloween, my favorite time of year. He's
Max
cute.
tu nam może przedstawić swoich przyjaciół, czy
Too bad they don't
tam
like me.
raczej kogoś, kto mógłby być potencjalnie jej przyjacielem, gdyby była bardziej śmiała.
God, Samuel is such a weirdo. But I kinda like that about him. Blackwell sure takes its swimming seriously. But otters are cute. Go off. Look at these trophies. Gotta give it up for those Bigfoots. They do stomp. You can really learn a lot about
Ta gra stała zawsze fabułą.
boards.
Be part of the world around you. Driving a car by the seaside. Watching
Figures Juliet would be dating Zachary. Jocks sucked up in the Vortex Club. There's Juliet from my dorm. Yet another Vortex Club disciple. There's Hayden, another Vortex Club bro. But he's actually not an ass. Oh, I can hardly wait to never be too cool like Nathan and Victoria. Lame.
Mamy tutaj wspominkę o Nathanie. Nathana wkrótce spotkamy.
with shiny smiles and plastic buddies.
These missing persons posters are popping up everywhere. Nerd alert. This poster has Warren written all over it. Empty.
Jezu, jakie to miejsce
Nobody
prześwietlone.
can see my meltdown, except for me.
Wiecie, z jednej strony trochę to miejsce przypomina wreszcie toaletę, a nie miejsce rodem z jakiegoś horroru. Jednak z
I
drugiej...
feel like the universe is taunting me everywhere I go today. It all started with that bizarro dream in class. Am I going crazy?
Jednak z drugiej strony...
The last time I got a flu shot, I got the flu. Fuck you. I'm good to flow, thanks. This poster must drive people to have sex. I remember when somebody punked the alarm last month. At least I got out of science class for that quiz. Just relax. Stop torturing yourself. You have a gift. Fuck it. When a door closes, a window opens. Or something like that. Okay, girl, you don't get a photo op like this every day.
It's cool, Nathan. Don't stress. You're okay, bro. Just count to 3. Don't be scared. You own this school. If I wanted, I could blow it up. You're the boss. So what do you want?
I hope you check the perimeter, as my step-ass would say. Now, let's talk business.
I got nothing for you.
Wrong. You got hella cash.
That's my family, not me.
Oh, boo-hoo, poor little rich kid. I know you've been pumping drugs and shit to kids around here. I bet your respectable family would help me out if I went to them. Man, I can see the headlines now.
Leave them out of this, bitch!
I can tell everybody Nathan Prescott is a punk-ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing? Come on, put that thing down!
Don't ever tell me what to do. I'm so sick of people trying to control me!
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho! No!
Whoa. What the fuck? How can that be? I was in the bathroom. He shot that poor girl. I held up my hand. And then I was back here.
As he likely was. These pieces of time can frame us in
I already heard this lecture.
From light to shadow. From color.
Now Kate is being hassled again. And if Victoria's phone rings, this is real.
Now,
Shit!
can you give me an example of a
Man, I
photographer
cannot
who
believe
perfectly
this.
captured the human condition in black and white?
Okay, if I'm crazy,
No
I
i
might as well go
proszę.
on.
Mamy sterowanie czasem, ale chcę się zaśmiać, że
Why?
postacie są już tak ładnie zmimikowane, że normalnie aż mnie jestem w szoku.
I did it.
Can you
I
give me an
actually did
example
it.
of a photographer who perfectly
I'm a
captured the
human
human
time
condition in
machine.
black and white? Anybody?
Jestem zdania, iż ta gra
Don't
jest
freak
cudowna.
out. Not yet.
There you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Zobaczmy, czy coś nowego wleciało nam do dziennika. Oczywiście, że tak. I co to właściwie ma? O, Nathan Prescott. Trawrze! No kurde! Tam mniejsza z tym. No. Traw! Kurde. Nieważne.
Because of
Keep
her
it
images
together,
of
Max.
hopeless faces, you feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and children.
When I took my selfie, Jefferson asked me a question.
And frankly, it's bullshit.
If he does again, I'll know this is for real.
What kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift.
I know I'm not
Of
dreaming
course,
this.
as you all know, the
It's
photo
real.
portrait has been popular
I can
since
tell.
the early 1800s. Your generation
So I
was not
can
the
go
first
back
to
in
use
time.
images for selfie expression.
What if that girl isn't dead
I
yet?
couldn't resist. The point
Can I
remains
save
that
her?
the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for
I
as
need to go to the bathroom
long as it's
quickly
been
and check it out.
Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
Teraz czegokolwiek nie powiemy, to i tak wyjdziemy źle.
I'm sorry, but I really have to use the bathroom.
Nice try, Max. But you're not going to get away that easy. We can talk more after class. Is there anybody
Oh,
here
shit.
who knows their stuff?
Jefferson wants to keep me after
Louis Daguerre was
class.
a French painter
And I
who
need time to
created
save that girl.
daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria.
What if I rewind again?
No to zobaczmy, co my tu mamy.
Now, Max.
Okej, nie chce mi się tego słuchać.
The Daguerrean process, invented by a French painter named Louis Daguerre around 1830.
Somebody has been reading as well as posing. Nice work, Max. The Daguerrean process made portraiture hugely popular, mainly because it gave the subjects clear, defined features. You can learn more when you actually finish reading the assigned chapters. Max is so far way ahead of everyone. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry, too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Max, you are not crazy. You are not dreaming. It's time to be an everyday hero.
Wiecie co jest złe? To, że mamy tego. To, że jestem trochę na minus, jeżeli chodzi o czas.
What are you waiting for? Go.
Nice answer, Max. Are you okay? You look pale.
Co?
Did we talk at all today?
This is the first time.
What the
What's
fuck?
wrong?
I'm sorry, I'm just tripping. Too much stress.
I know the feeling.
Putting yourself out there in the world. Now, no matter who wins, this is just a bump on a bigger road.
I have to go. Too much happening right now.
Sure.
Wiecie co się właśnie stało? Kate zareagowała nawet kiedy o to nie poprosiłem.
Everybody should have that chance.
To jest dziwne.
Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yes. Excuse you.
No, Victoria. Excuse us. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid.
Yeah, I'm not sure I have one.
Given your selfie output, I'm sure you must have about 1,000 pics by now.
It'll take a long time to find a good one.
Max, don't wait too long. John Lennon once said that life is what happens while you're busy making other plans. Go on now. Don't let me stop you.
Zanim jeszcze cofnę czas, to chciałbym powiedzieć jedno, że gra miała fajny taki podkreśnik, co jest ważne. Było tam podkreślone tak na niebiesko. Teraz ma trochę jest gorszy, bo...
I only want to share whatever gifts I have.
Excuse me.
Dobra, mniejsza z
Let one
tym.
of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
I'm on top of it. I think John Lennon once said that life is what happens while you're busy making other plans.
Max, you're on fire today. All the right answers. Good. Make sure you finish working on it by today. I have faith in you.
A, mniejsza z tym. Kurna mać, źle se kliknąłem. Wiecie czemu? Ponieważ mamy zawsze, ale to zawsze cholerny cholerny przycisk do biegania. Miałem na głupim L1, więc przez przypadek cofnąłem sobie czas. Brawo ja!
I hope I have enough time to get to the bathroom. Please, please.
O Jezu, gra się zlagowała.
They'll think I'm crazy. Okay, Max, retrace every step. I washed my face. I shredded my photo. Then the butterfly flew in. And I took a photo.
Leave them out of this bitch!
I can tell everybody Nathan Prescott is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing? Come on, put that thing down!
Tell me what to do. I'm so
I need a
sick
hammer to break it
of
open.
trying to control me!
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away!
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they? No way!
Don't ever touch me again, freak!
Another shitty day.
That did not happen. This cannot be real. I just saw a girl get shot and then saved her. What the fuck is going on? Do not freak out.
No i pięknie.
Hey, do you hear that fire alarm? That means you should be outside.
I had to use the bathroom.
Girls always use that excuse.
Excuse for what?
For whatever you're up to. Your face is covered in guilt.
The alarm tripped me out.
Then trip on out of here, Missy. Or are you hiding something? Huh?
Thank you, Mr. Madsen. The situation is under control. There's no emergency here. Leave Miss Caulfield alone, and please turn off that alarm since that's your job.
O nie, co oni zrobili z tym dyrektorem? Już chyba lepiej wygląda w oryginale. Litości.
Principal Wells always looks so distracted. I can never figure out what he's thinking. Does he...
You look a little stressed out. Are you okay?
I'm just a little worried about my future.
You're sweating pinballs. Is that all you're thinking about? You can always be upfront with me, Max. Or have you done something wrong? Is that it? Well, Max, talk to me.
Nadchodzi pierwszy decydujący moment. Możemy donieść na Nathana albo to przemilczeć. Ja zawsze robię to pierwsze.
I just saw Nathan Prescott waving a gun around in the girls' room.
Nathan Prescott. You sure?
Yes, he was in the bathroom talking to himself with a gun. I saw everything. He was babbling like crazy.
Okay, slow down. Slow down. So now you saw this without him seeing you.
I was hiding behind a stall. I have the right to be there. It's the girls' room.
I know. I just want to be completely clear what happened. Mr. Prescott happens to be from the town's most distinguished family, and one of Blackwell's most honored students. So it's hard for me to see him brandishing a weapon in the girls' bathroom. So what happened next?
Then he left. I ran out here wondering what to do. Are you gonna bust him?
This is a serious charge. I'll look into the matter personally. Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
That's it? After what I told you?
We'll continue this discussion later in my office. Please go outside with the rest of your class now, Miss Caulfield.
Of course this academic drone won't do anything.
Raczej jej nie uwierzył, ale okej.
Blackwell now. Should I rewind and change my story?
Ale przynajmniej ruszamy dalej w grze.
Would Nathan Prescott please come to the front office? Thank you.
Rachel Amber. She looks so hopeful and pretty. I wonder what happened to her. Posters over posters? Somebody really wants to find Rachel Amber. I would so be there if a Sasquatch
No i ładnie,
actually did
pięknie.
battle a Razorback.
Pani
Hi,
Grant.
Miss Grant. Excuse me, Max. I know everybody loves being asked to sign a petition. But would you do Miss Grant a favor and hear me out?
Sure, I always have time for you. What's the petition?
David Madsen, our chief of security, wants to put surveillance cameras all around the campus. Halls, classrooms, gym, dorm rooms, etc. Blackwell Academy should be a high school, not a high-security penitentiary.
That's crazy. I get why school should be on high alert these days, but cameras in the dorm rooms...
It's a slippery slope, and it's up to you and your classmates to stand up here. Blackwell Academy has a noble heritage, from the Native Americans who founded this land to the pioneers who shared it in peace, not fear and violence.
Blackwell is that.
Dobrze, że miałem okazję zagrać w angielskie gry.
You should learn a little history about your alma mater. You'll find some fascinating facts. There's a lot of power in this region. I think it helps the creative juices flow around here. Now, before I assign you homework with this lecture, will you please sign the petition to keep our campus from going back to 1984?
Absolutely. I don't mind security, but not pure surveillance.
I knew you were my favorite new student at Blackwell for a good reason.
Zwróciłem też uwagę, że trochę poprawili mimikę, poza tym co widzimy w samej grze, no to co? A, Warren. MX? Co to ma być? Hej! Ej, oni... Czy oni czasami... Tak długo pracowali nad tą grą, a zapomnieli nad tak jakby polskim tłumaczeniem? To jest okrutne dla tej gry. Oj, 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 oj. O. Jeszcze ten widok dyrektora, o nie. Chciałbym przeżyć tą grę, wierzcie mi, chcę. Ale sam fakt, że gra jest przepiękna, pozwala mi zachować w to wiarę.
This is a great image. All those rippling green coins. I hope everybody got their wish.
Dobra, no to mamy drugie zdjęcie. Zobaczymy, czy Max, tak jak w tamtych częściach, ma coś do powiedzenia nam.
This day has been so insane. Everything is happening too fast. And none of it makes any sense. These visions, this power. I keep expecting to wake up one more time. But if this is a dream, then I'm not asleep. Which means somehow I did rewind time. So there has to be a reason. And I have to find out why.
Biorąc pod uwagę, że to się dzieje w tej samej linii czasowej, nie zdziwiłbym się, że gdyby Max została odkryta, to mogłaby trafić do tego samego ośrodka co Alex Chen. Trzeba pamiętać, że w tej linii czasowej Alex jest już w tym ośrodku od wielu, wielu lat i ona mogłaby zaprzyjaźnić się z Max, jak i pomóc jej zrozumieć tą sytuację, w której jest.
Hi, Brooke. Let me guess. You want to fly my drone?
I'd love to. I love planes and balloons and...
This is neither. Do you know what a drone really is?
A weapon, right?
You read too many conspiracy sites. This might be too complicated for you. Funny. Warren said you were smart. Please, step back.
What a complicated name for such a tiny drone.
Ciach i ciach. Dobra.
Hi, Brooke.
Let me guess. You want to fly my drone?
That looks like a high-fly drone. Model B400 EVO. Now, that's a nice piece of tech.
You're full of surprises. Why would you know that?
I love aerial photography. Drones are perfect for that, especially those with great range. It's a new era of images.
Most impressive, Max. Warren said you were multifaceted. Here, give the drone a whirl around campus.
O jacie! No to jest już nowsza era tej samej gry. Tak wracając, póki ten dron lata, to mogę powiedzieć, że zastanawiam się nad tym, co by się stało, gdyby Max trafiła do tego samego ośrodka co Alex. Prawdopodobnie mogłaby nauczyć się szybciej kontroli nad swoimi mocami, jak i konsekwencjami, jakie one wyczyniały. Na przykład Alex nie umiała się kontrolować, ale próbowano jej tam pomóc. Co oznacza, że gdyby Max tam trafiła, też by próbowano jej pomóc. No ale no jednak Max trzymała to w sekrecie. Niewykluczone, że poprzez to, co się z nią dzieje, w końcu ta moc da o sobie znać. A faktem jest, że następne części Life is Strange'a będą też powrotem starych bohaterów. Istnieje drobna szansa, że Max nauczy się całkowicie kontroli nad swoją potęgą i będzie być może mogła spotkać Alex Chan. Fajnie byłoby, gdyby ci wszyscy bohaterowie spotkali się nagle w jednym miejscu i przeżyli jedną wspólną przygodę, a nie tylko coraz to nowsze bohaterów wymyślać, bo to było po prostu bezużyteczne. Ci dwaj chłopcy zniknęli. Max wyparowała. No Alex, no pojawiła się teraz, ale czy pojawi się znów? Life is Strange powinien być serią gier, która też kontynuuje dane historie. Ale my kontynuujmy grę. Fajnie było polatać. Brooke trochę poprawił się też nastrój, no i taka relacja trochę się poprawiona została.
I don't want to go that way. They sure get a lot of mileage out of otter power. Nope, I don't want to go there. Otter power? I'm so not there. And this is where the otters perform their aquatic magic. Oh, that's not nice. Poor little otter. Ew, gross. At least switch to e-cigs. I could go for a burger now.
No to pogadajmy sobie z Justinem.
Yo, Justin.
Check out the Max. Come to thrash?
Oh yeah? Bring it.
What's your first move gonna be?
Jump?
You're such a poser. If you can't even name a simple nose slide or a tray flip, you should walk on.
Interesująca informacja, Justin.
Yo, Justin.
Check out the Max. Come to thrash?
I came to nose slide, but I'd love to see somebody do a tree flip.
Oh, sick. You're not a poser.
Nah, I just can't skate worth shit.
Oh, check it. We're gonna destroy some rails for you. What do you want to see?
Go for a tree flip.
Let's get Trevor all over that action.
Cel trafiony. Ej, fotka leci. Dobrze. Cofnijmy to, nie bądźmy dla niego okrutni. Dobra, Justin. Pokaż coś przyjemniejszego dla oka. Zanim zabijemy. O Chryste, ale chmura.
Nah, I just can't skate worth shit.
Oh, check it. We're gonna destroy some rails for you. What do you want to see?
I'd love to see a nose slide.
Let's get Trevor all over that action.
Hey.
You're not really a skate Betty.
I used to be, but I'm into my camera now.
I can tell. We need more girls out here. Rachel, Amber, and her punk friend used to skate with us.
You knew Rachel?
She used to chill with us sometimes. But one day, she just vanished. Hope she's living the dream somewhere. And if anybody hurt her, we'll get a skate posse and take them out with our boards.
Who was Rachel's punk friend?
I can't remember her name. She was hot. Tats, blue hair, hardcore. She stopped hanging out with us after Rachel disappeared. Ran away.
You ever hang out with Victoria?
Fuck that. I'd rather rollerblade than hang out with snobs like her.
Let's chill later, Justin.
Anytime you want to take some action shots, we're here for you, Max.
Dobrze, agenci, idziemy dalej. Dalej szukamy tych, co z nami chodzą na zajęcia i zobaczymy, co mają do powiedzenia. Ja tą grę pamiętam, dlatego też wiem, co mam powiedzieć.
There she is, the retro selfie master.
That's me, all right. You look relaxed as usual, Hayden.
It's a skill one cultivates at Blackwell, especially when one represents the Vortex Club. Not to boast.
What the hell is the Vortex Club anyway? It seems so elitist.
Only if you're not cool enough to get in. And it doesn't hurt your resume.
If you say so.
I do. But you should actually come hang with us one night, then you wouldn't be so inclined to gossip.
You mean hang with the Vortex Club? That sounds like a setup to a horrible prank.
Chillax, paranoia girl. We're not that desperate for fun. We know how to do that on our own.
It seems weird to think about partying with all those Rachel Amber posters up.
You're high. Rachel used to hang out with us too. She was a blast. Smart, not bitchy like, you know.
So you knew Rachel Amber?
I knew she liked to party. Fun to be around. Oh, yeah, and she was hot.
What do you think happened to her?
Whatever happens to people who disappear without a trace.
Did Victoria like Rachel? She seems like the jealous type.
Don't think you know Victoria so well. She respected Rachel, even if she didn't act like it.
Rachel was actually a member of the Vortex Club?
No. Rachel was like her own club. She was actually too cool for us. And I'll deny I ever said that.
Do you really want Nathan Prescott to represent?
Oh, please. Nathan is like everybody's voodoo doll. Kill the rich kid. He's alright and a fun guy to hang with. Fuck the haters.
He seems genuinely unstable to me.
Nate has his extreme moments, but don't we all?
I don't know yet, Hayden. Let's talk later, Hayden.
Bye, Max. No, I have to get my chemical on and study. We should get you and Dana out one night.
No to próbujmy pogadać z Taylor.
Hey, I know you. You're the new quiet girl in Jefferson's class. Isn't he incredible?
I think so. We're lucky to have such a famous teacher. And I actually love his work.
Me too. His New York urban stuff is great, but I'm glad he came back to his Oregon roots. Screw the East Coast elite. It must piss off those pretentious galleries that Mark Jefferson is teaching photography to us Blackwell hicks. Plus, he is pretty hot for an older guy. If Victoria wasn't all over him, I would definitely make a move.
Now that you mention it, he doesn't respond to Victoria's flirting. That means he has good taste.
You have a lot to learn here at Blackwell. Rachel Amber absolutely had sex with him. Well, I heard that from a good source.
So, you knew Rachel?
Not really. I saw her hanging with the other cool kids like Victoria. Not my kind of clique. But I heard insane stories about Rachel.
Dobrze, ze Stellą trochę żeśmy pogawędzili. Co to właściwie jest?
It's so cool that Blackwell is doing a show of Mr. Jefferson's work.
O, jest i Daniel.
What's up, Daniel?
Oh, hi, Max. Could I, ask you a question? Would you mind letting me sketch you? I do put my sketches on Facebook, though.
I'd be honored, Daniel. Makes me feel like a muse.
Funny, you should say that. I was just thinking about my real muse. Rachel Amber.
So what happened to her? There's gotta be a story.
She just stopped coming to class. Some people said she ran away. Some say she jumped off a cliff. I just hope she's okay.
You knew her?
No, but once she asked me to draw her portrait. Oh, she was a natural.
Tak, tutaj poznajemy historię Rachel.
Hard to avoid her posters all over campus.
Kills me to see her sweet face used as a crime photo. She had a good heart.
Okay, why don't you start drawing me? Even though I must be a step down from Rachel.
No way, you're a good substitute, Muse. Oh, that's a good posture. Good, good.
Best portrait ever.
No, można powiedzieć, że Max jest w tej grze taka bardziej już naturalna.
That's one of his famous shots. I love how it captures the moment.
I możemy ją ująć za bardziej ludzką. Nasz odcinek zmierza ku końcowi, ale jeszcze ten kampus sobie przejdziemy w całości.
I'd love to see his photos in there. Hey, Evan. Mind if I check out your cool portfolio?
Let's see if you're worthy of it, Max. You'll have to answer a simple question. Who photographed the famous falling soldier?
Robert Capa, of course. I love his work, despite the controversy about that photo.
My. This quiet child knows things.
That's why I'm here.
You're a kindred spirit, Max. Would you care for a perusal of my portfolio? It's not a privilege I grant to many.
I'd be honored, sir.
No to zobaczmy, co on tu ma. Oczywiście, że Rachel.
And Rachel Amber's face is mesmerizing.
Pogadajmy z nim.
Hi, Evan.
As you can see, Rachel Amber was my favorite model here. She knew exactly what angles worked best with my eye.
What was she like?
She was like mercurial. You know what that means.
Of course I do, you snob. I know, I can be a little diva. What do you think happened to her?
Nothing good, Max. Nothing good.
No niestety, no mogło się tak stać, że nic dobrego jej nie spotkało. Graffiti, look.
Clever.
I tutaj look. Skywalker?
Hello?
Max, I don't feel like talking.
What's wrong?
Nathan Prescott, little rich bitch kid. He thinks he can own people like his parents own Blackwell. Like he owns the Vortex Club.
Yes, he's a nasty piece of work.
You know him?
I busted him today with a gun.
What? Seriously?
I saw him wave a gun around today and I went to the principal. We'll see what happens next.
You are my new hero. Finally, karma comes to Blackwell.
No dobra, on ma humor poprawiony, a my jedziemy z tym dalej.
I need to go there and grab Warren's flash drive.
Tak jak lata temu, teraz te odcinki też będą podzielone na swoje części. I dzisiaj kończę swój odcinek. O właśnie tutaj. Jest tu przepięknie. I myślę, że się jeszcze nie raz spotkamy w nim.
I need to go to my room and return Warren's flash drive.
Mam nadzieję, że filmik wam się spodobał. Jeżeli tak, zostawcie łapkę w górę, subskrypcję, konstruktywny komentarz mile widziany, followa na Instagramie, Twitchu. Trzymajcie się, do zobaczenia, cześć.